Well, hello everybody. Beautiful day here in Bacong, Philippines. Nice and sunny. We do have a possibility of another typhoon moving in. Could hit here maybe around Christmas. Nobody knows for sure just yet. That's just what we need, another typhoon. And of course, you all know that the Omicron virus is popping up everywhere, especially in Europe and America. And people keep asking me, well, Mark, should we still come to the Philippines? I've been waiting for 2 years to come to the Philippines. What should I do? Should I still come here? And to be honest with you, I'm having second thoughts myself. It just seems like to be a never-ending nightmare here. The virus is getting worse. You know how the Philippines is, even when things are getting better with the virus. And cases were going down, people were vaccinated, they still hadn't opened the country up. And so with this new variation out there, as contagious as it is, I would be very surprised if they open the country up again. And of course, America's shut out anyway because of, we're not a green country, we're considered a yellow country because of all the new cases in America. Also here in the Philippines, I'd say 75% of the expats, guys I met that are my age, are anti-vaxxers. They're not vaccinated anyway. And I think that makes things complicated. It gives us other expats a bad name because the locals think we're the ones that are spreading the virus around. The infrastructure here is getting worse. I mean, the typhoon did a lot of damage. I think we'll be having rolling blackouts for many, many months to come. Could be over a year. Everywhere you go, there's power lines either down or damaged. And that means they're going to have to be working on those. When they work on them, they shut them down. And so our power will be going out continuously. You never know when it's going to happen. You'll be working online or trying to do something, the power goes out, internet goes out. And it's getting frustrating. Everything's taking longer here. I was just down at immigration, inquiring about now that I've got married, how can I get a marriage visa? And again, very difficult. I can't do it here. I have to go to Cebu or Manila, fill out all these forms, pay all this money, and then it takes like 2 or 3 months to even get the visa. And so nothing's easy. It just seems to be that everything's getting harder and harder here. I'm definitely considering leaving. I'm definitely considering going to another country. I haven't decided exactly where. A lot of my subscribers and viewers have given me ideas. Colombia's on the top of the list. Of course, Thailand, Mexico. Some place was talking about in the Canary Islands, Marshall Islands, different places. But I'm going to do some research and find out a country where, first of all, it's got to be a place that Jen can get into because so many countries discriminate against Filipinos. They don't want to let them in without paying a lot of money or having a very expensive visa, jump through a bunch of hoops. But there are about 20 countries that will give a Filipino a visa right at the airport when they arrive, or they can do it online. And so I think that's probably what we're going to end up doing, something like that. But I'm really close. I'd say I'm 75% there, deciding to just leave. Not because I don't love the Philippines, but because the Philippines is closed. And the Philippines is getting worse by the day. This typhoon, just kind of topped it off. I mean, when there's no electricity and no water and no you can't get cash anywhere. I went around the other day for like 2 hours trying from ATM to ATM, just trying to find any ATM that I could get money out of, and there was no luck. Finally today I was able to find an ATM after waiting 40 minutes in line. I got it. I got some cash. But it's just everything's getting hard. Daily life here, which used to be so easy, is now getting harder and harder. And of course it's very noisy here, especially with all the chainsaws going all the time now, which will be going on again for months. And sometimes it's just time to move on. It's time to move on, do something different, go someplace else. During my live stream today, people were asking about the cruise ship. And with this new virus coming out here and spreading around the world like wildfire, I don't know exactly when we're going to be able to do something with that. It seems to be just, put on hold for now. It's just, everything seems to be getting worse here, not better. And we were very hopeful. We really thought that when the vaccine came out and all these new medications that eventually we would be able to, leave the country freely and come back in, travel, and have a good life here. But right now, I just don't see that happening. I see things getting worse every day. If another typhoon hits us, God knows what that's going to do to the country. You know, because they've got so many power lines here and poles that are leaning precariously now. It just takes one strong breeze and over they go, and then everything will be messed up again. And of course the bureaucracy of just getting the visas that you need now, it's harder and harder all the time. And I'm not even sure I even want that visa. I'm not sure if I even want to go to the trouble of getting the marriage visa anymore. I think it'd just be better to, you know, sell the things that we don't need, you know, pack up and go to another country and try and start over again, someplace that's got better infrastructure, less bureaucracy, same cost of living. You know, the only good thing about the Philippines is the cost of housing, you know, rent. That's what's low here. Healthcare is, you know, okay, but very inexpensive. Same with dental care here. But everything else is as expensive or more expensive than America and other countries. Like gasoline's very expensive. Food is the same price it is anywhere else and going up. Cars, very expensive here. Computers, cell phones, more expensive than America, and no selection at all. And so, you know, I think maybe it's time to go on and move someplace else. I think a lot of the guys that are coming here are the only reason they want to come here is because they're in a relationship, or they've met somebody, they're hoping to get in a relationship. I'm already married, so I can care less about that. And for me, it comes down to quality of life, and quality of life here is going down and down and down. So we'll see, but basically I'm in the research stage. I'm researching different countries, what the requirements are, what the cost of living is, what the cost of flights are, visas, all that stuff, and then I'll make a decision. I appreciate all the information you guys have sent me. A lot of guys have sent me detailed emails about different countries like Thailand and Colombia seem to be on the top of the list. Also Mexico and Ecuador. But I'd like to know about countries that are in Europe as well that might be inexpensive, or in the former Soviet Union. I'm open to anything, but I just want to change. So that's my rant. You know, I don't blame the Philippine people for that. It's not their fault what's happened to them. They're not the ones that wrote the laws here. But that's another thing. It's basically, as an expat, you know, you have no rights here, really. You can't own property. If anything happens as far as an auto accident, usually, you know, it's going to go down on you. And you just have very little rights of all here. So, you know, it might be better off going someplace that's got a, you know, better infrastructure, more fair for foreigners. And we'll just see. But right now, that's kind of where I'm at. Thanks for watching. Sorry about it, I don't have any live streams. I did one today, but the quality of the internet was so poor, you couldn't even see my face. It was all blurry, and so I deleted it. But we did have 250 people taking part in the conversation, which was nice. But I won't be doing any more live streams until the internet's better and the quality is better, if that ever happens at all. Like right now, our PDL internet cable is laying on the ground with cars driving over it, so that's probably why the internet is as bad as it is when it is working, which is only about 6 hours a day. Anyway, thanks a lot, guys, for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.